Should black men or who are considered lame or what they call educated lames and nerds, should they leave the black community? Um, I believe that men who have this, who consider themselves in this particular category, if they don't feel like they're appreciated for who and what they are, then they should go and find women who do find them, who will appreciate them for who and what they are. Um, I personally don't know what an educated lame is. I know a lot of educated men. I myself am an educated man, but I don't consider myself a lame, and a lot of the men that I know don't consider themselves lames either. Maybe this is a millennial thing. I don't know. The time that I grew up, which was in the 70s and the 80s, education was pushed. It was pushed by my uncles, my aunts, my parents, people in my community. They expressed how important it was to get your education. So this whole notion of educated lame, I'm still having a little trouble understanding why people wouldn't want to be with someone who has a future, and that's pretty much men who go to school, they pursue their education, they graduate, and they go on to their respective fields, and many of them do well in life. Like I said, I know many men like this. But when you put the lame on the educated, when you put the lame on there, I'm just having some trouble kind of figuring out why would somebody put that on there. Because I knew some cats when I was in high school in the early '80s. I knew guys who, they were tough guys, but they made the honor roll every semester. You know, I mean, they weren't no slouches. They weren't no sissies, no weak boys. They were some straight up gladiators. So maybe this educated lame term is something that the millennial generation uses. But as far as the so-called educated lames and nerds are concerned, if you got to go overseas, then do that. Go overseas. If you have to go to another community to find women who will appreciate you for who and what you are and what you have to offer, and that they celebrate you and they support you, then by all means do that. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't. If you feel like this is something that if this is some experience, some negative experience that you have in the black community, based on your personality or the way you handle yourself or the way you walk or you talk or you dress. I mean, if they don't like that, then find go somewhere else where you won't have those issues. Like I said, the black community, well, black society, because I don't really see the black community as a community. I really don't see it like that, especially now. I see it as a black society, or what some people call Blackistan, or any other terms that people like to come up with. I mean, it's in a sorry state, particularly in the urban areas. So if that's what you want to do, then do it. Go go where you're respected. Go where you're loved. And if you're not loved in the so-called black community, then hey, by all means, pick up and go where you are. But like I said before, this whole notion of lame, educated lame, I'm still having trouble wrapping my mind around that, because a lot of the educated men I know, and my father was one of them, he wasn't no damn lame. And a lot of the men that I know, they're not lames, and some of them have 2 and 3 degrees, So I'm but anyway, I just wanted to respond to that, to BGS's video, and I'll talk to you soon.